Well, this is Sharon Calvert. I'm downtown. I'm with Eye on Tampa Bay and down at the county courthouse where a press conference just recently was held by the Institute for Justice. And I have here with me Justice Pearson, and he is a lawyer with the Institute for Justice here in Florida. And if you could just give me a little bit of information of what this press conference was about.
Sure. This morning we filed a lawsuit challenging the PTC's $50 minimum fare rule under the Florida Constitution. We represent a limo driver, a limo company, and 2 limo customers who have all been harmed by this minimum fare rule.
And so you filed this lawsuit. Is there a reason for filing now? For this particular time?
Well, right now is when we have people who are willing to take the courageous step of coming forward and putting their names on a lawsuit to hopefully try to get the rule removed.
And is that the expected result that you're looking to achieve with this lawsuit?
Yes, the lawsuit is focused entirely on the $50 minimum fare rule. That is the only thing it is challenging, and we believe that we will prevail under the Florida Constitution.
Do you foresee perhaps any other companies or any other individuals joining this lawsuit going forward?
I can't predict the future, but we have no plans to do that.
And of course, there's been some negative press recently regarding the PTC here locally. If by chance there's any regulation changes, would that impact your lawsuit as it stands now?
Well, we're challenging the minimum fare rule. So obviously if the minimum fare rule goes away entirely, then we will not have a lawsuit anymore. And we would be very happy with that result. But our focus is only the minimum fare rule, so it really depends on whether that rule is affected by any change.
Well, thank you very much, Justin. We're going to be watching this closely here in the Tampa Bay area. Thank you for your comments.
Thanks.
This is Sharon Calvert. I'm down at the county courthouse where a press release just recently was held regarding the minimum charge in our local public transportation commission. And if you would please state your name.
My name is Daniel Fabia.
And I understand that you are one of the persons that the Institute for Justice has filed this lawsuit on behalf.
Correct. Actually, I came upon them by happenstance, really. I had called a business owner with a limo company and requested a ride, and I thought logically that as short as the ride was, that I could get away with something a little bit cheaper. And it was at that time that I was informed that Hillsborough County actually had a minimum fare ruling by the PTC, which meant that I had to pay a minimum of $50. And the ride being only a mile long, I felt that was completely unworth it. So from my perspective, the business owner lost out on money that he potentially could have earned. And I lost out on the fact that no matter what limo company I go to, I'm never going to find a price lower than $50. So even for a small event like I had, I mean, I got put into that position.
And was that something that just happened recently to you?
Actually, it was, yes. And I believe one of the reporters that asked earlier, it happened just I believe it was early last week, actually. I made the call on like a Monday. We had a event going on at a restaurant out in Valrico area, and I had made the call and found out. But politically, I think I lined up with the ideals that the Institute for Justice is trying to protect here, and I got wind of the case and asked if I could join, and so I'm here today.
Well, that's very interesting. You know, timing is interesting with the press coverage that's actually just recently happened with the Public Transportation Commission. So going forward, it looks like you're going to be looking for a positive note with regards to the outcome and your expected result. If you just give me your thoughts on what you're looking for.
My expected result, and I'm not an attorney, so I really, I can't speak, but I know that there's a lot of corporatism that gets involved in cases like this, and that really affects the outcome of the lawsuit filed. And from my perspective, I think that we have a pretty good shot at winning, and I believe if you pulled anybody off the street here in Tampa and asked them, hey, would you like to pay less than $50 for a short limo ride, nobody's going to tell you no, but when you inform them that they have to pay $50, it can strike a wrong chord when, like I said, when government steps in between a consumer and a business owner and says this is what you have to do, it takes away all ideas of free market economics. So in a state like Florida, and with the record that Florida tends to have, I think that we'll do pretty well with this case.
Well, we'll certainly be looking forward to watching this case as it moves forward, and I appreciate your comments today. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
If you could state your name, please.
Thomas Halsnick.
And I understand, Thomas, that you're one of the folks that Institute for Justice has filed this lawsuit on behalf. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And if you could just give us some information on, why at this time you decided to go forward with this lawsuit.
Well, it's the right time to do it. This law was enacted at a time where economic times were better. We've seen definitely a decline in customers, in rates. I think we've seen that in all industries. And it makes sense as a business owner to be able to charge prices that people are willing to pay. There's a significant amount of people that would like a different type of service, a car service to come. And right now, I'm mandated to charge them for a full hour. And they only need it for 15 minutes or a half an hour, or they're going a few miles. Like I said, businesses would like to have clients picked up and brought to their office. Things of that nature. And right now I have to charge $50, and there's quite a few people that I speak with on the phone on a daily basis that say, I'm sorry, that's just too much to pay. It's just, and I have to, unfortunately, they're not my customer. I would like to be able to charge a price that's fair for me, fair for them. And like I said in the press conference, if the cars don't roll, they're not making any money, and my drivers don't make any money when the cars don't move.
And how long have you been in service here in Hillsborough County?
I started the limousine company in 2007. I've been in this business as a driver since 1990, and here in Hillsborough County since 1993. I come from a background as a driver, so I know what it's like to be out there behind the wheel and trying to earn a living. It's difficult. The price is definitely a factor, but it's more of the amount of business. Every industry has its benefits. Restaurants do happy hour or early bird specials. Hotels have off-peak rates. Airlines offer off-peak fares. So, as a business owner, I would just like to be able to have that same ability to price my product to get customers, to book vehicles.
And since you've just been in the service, the technology has changed. So I'm certain that in addition, you're probably looking to take advantage of some of that technology.
Well, there are definitely some advantages to that. I haven't made any definite conclusion as to whether that would be to my advantage or not. I know technology is in every field. It streamlines things. There's a customer advantage. There may be an advantage in my business. I haven't come to the conclusion whether it would be or not.
But you would certainly like to have at least the opportunity to
Absolutely.
take those capabilities.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, we'll be watching this closely in Hillsborough County. And just give me, what is your anticipation of what the expected result that you want to see?
I would like them to change the rule to be like some of the other cities that don't have price minimums, so that I can tell people, you know what, you're right, it's a 20-minute ride. Sure, I can charge you less than what the minimum is now.
And again, we're going to be watching this closely because transportation is a hot button here in Hillsborough County. And I appreciate your comments today.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.